basically said, "You don't have the privilege." Um, he said, "You don't have the privilege to walk in here. If you wish to do so, you must take a guest pass from the middle of the table. However, or he tells you basically to press the thing, and it's like on the middle of the table. But he then tells you that your guest pass will not have very good privileges due to your behavior."
So we're impeding learning and knowledge is free. That's kind of crazy. But I go over to the table and I push the button and I look at what color my little badge becomes.
Yellow.
Well, that's 2 off the bottom. That's kind of cool.
After
Alright.
seeing to get his back.
do this, I also push the button again.
You cannot see the button in the middle of your table, so you will have to go to a different table to push the button.
No, that is what I'm saying. After push a button, I proceed to go over.
Okay.
He's gonna push the same button I'm pushing, I guess.
Okay.
Is what
Varn, you get your green guest pass back.
I look
All
at
right.
Adrian and just smile at him.
You're welcome. I'm glad you got your thing back. Now see if you can find me that necromancy book, because I guarantee you I can't find it with this one.
I walk into aisle 5.
Same result as last time. You get 20 feet in. The shelves are covered with magic. Cannot see any of the titles. It's all blurry.
I grab as many books as I can get my hands on.
You cannot. It is basically like a shield spell in front of the bookcase.
Oh, I thought they were just blurry. Like I couldn't read what they were.
No,
Well,
so
you
you
said they
go
had a
to
shimmer in front of them.
yeah. There's a shimmer in front of them, so you go to reach your hand and you get stopped, and
It's
you
like you
take
hit
1
blurry
point of
glass.
lightning damage.
Jesus
Fuck
Christ.
you!
I
Come
didn't-
on, it's completely unnecessary.
And the guard that's been following you, Varn, goes, "I wouldn't touch this if I were if you don't have the permissions."
Gee, thanks for the warning, pal.
You just kind of shrug.
Why let me in the fucking aisle? I can't read them. I can't touch them.
Buddy, ask the statue.
I punched the statue.
I said ask the statue. You're gonna get like more damage hitting the statue.
What's your AC, Varn?
I don't have an answer for you.
All right, let me look at you. It
I
is
got
the
scratched for a lot.
that's because it critted. I only just got above his AC this time. So Varn, you see a shimmer out of the corner of your eye, and then you feel claws.
I'm using uncanny
right-
dodge.
Okay.
That is
I
your
don't
thing.
know if that is a reaction. Is that a reaction?
Yes.
It is.
Yes. Yeah, it's
Roll me-
rogue reaction where they take half damage.
Roll me a perception check to see if you can even see this creature coming.
Okay, to be fair, you said I saw.
You saw
Yeah,
a
you said-
shimmer, but you are surrounded
Yes,
by
and
shimmer.
I'm dodging the shimmer.
Okay. You are surrounded by shimmers because there is a lot of magic in this aisle. Just, you know what? Just roll me. Roll a
I rolled a
20.
15.
I rolled an 11. You take half damage. So you take 4 necrotic and 3 slashing.
Jesus Christ, you would have fucking killed me.
You probably would have.
If I took full damage, it's over fucking.
Dude,
How are you so
I
squishy?
was like, how are you that squish?
Not being literal.
Oh, I thought you were being serious. I'm like, geez, how are you that
That's
I've got,
only
like-
we're 6th
Did
level.
we
That's-
heal after any of the fights?
yeah.
Yes.
You had a short
you-
Okay.
rest. And
Okay.
so before you went and saw the queens, Desiree healed you. And then after you saw the queens, the only damage you took until now was that whatever you got from touching Idru's bindings.
So I took 5 damage from that. If I wasn't healed, I would have 30. But that went 25. I took 1 damage, so that's 24. An 8 and a 6. Right? Because I took half damage.
Just now?
From the uncanny done, yes.
So that would have done 12 damage. I would literally...
You just took 7 damage.
I know. I would say...
He's saying if it would have been full damage, he would have been really fucked up. But yeah, you're still kind of squished, buddy.
I've got like 45 health.
Oh. Okay, I'm more squished than you.
I was just saying, like, before the heals, I had like 30.
Gotcha.
I'm going to put a tab on that. Najma, Misai and you were out walking. There are guards following behind you. Misai just kind of looking at the flowers, kind of watching as other people walk by. Just kind of having a walk, enjoying herself. The guards are about 10, 15 feet behind you. They don't see you two as much of a threat.
Seems as much of a threat. Good freaking lord. Are they within earshot distance?
If you whisper, no.
You whisper, no. I see.
Hey, buddy, you an assassin there or what?
Jesus, no. Oh god. So lean up to Misai, trying to be casual, and kind of whisper to her.
Or just talk softly, yeah.
Yeah, or talk softly, talk softly. Again, trying to do my best. Hopefully the guards aren't hearing me.
I'll say they do not hear you.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, she asks her, so about where you were from when the queens had asked you.
Oh,
I'm guessing there was more to that than what you said.
Oh, well, just I was from Falcon, and then I decided to move. That's all. It's a land of chaos, so it's chaotic, and it's not always the best environment for things.
Do I even need to roll for calling that BS?
You do know that Falcon is what you know about Falcon is that there's a bunch of elementals and people like Nisai. It's a land of dragons, kind of like the Wild West of this world, except imagine more like Germany. That's kind of what I base it off of. So Wild West. Yeah.
Cowboy Nazis.
Yes. So Wild West plus Germany, so it's kind of a.
Ja, Schnitzel and grits.
Yikes. Grit? Like grits?
Yeah. Cowboys.
Sauerkraut and grits.
Yep.
Ew. Don't ever.
That would be so disgusting.
Not that the first one was any less disgusting.
So in any case, the German Wild West.
So basically, you know that there's a lot of constant state of war. On the surface, what she's saying is technically true. And Idru, this is where you're from. Although you're not there, you know this to be true as well. is basically side with the strong people, um, and hope that they're right, and that another strong person doesn't come to take them over. Um, but there's also a very strong sort of in between. There's basically like clans, and in between these sort of um, like there's one big person who rules, and then that's like the leader, but other people are sometimes allowed in. It's kind of like a mix of the feudal system, and these specific clans all have a really, really strong sort of bond to each other. So it's not often that people move away from Falcon, um, because they're usually either the social outcasts, or they just never had that sort of bond, or um, something really, really bad happened.
Would Nisei be aware of this particular history?
Would know, yes, most of you would know this sort of thing about. That's kind of what Falcon is known for.
Okay. Got it. Okay, and so then she asks, did something happen to your family or your, what was it, your clan?
Oh, well, I, we didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things. They had very different sets of ideals that I didn't think were correct. And they kicked me out, and I I've kind of been wandering on my own since. I went to Guaniquia for a while, and I've lived there for a couple years, but kind of, all over. And I heard about this place and decided it might be fun to visit, especially for a festival. But I guess we got ourselves into something more.
Najma squeezes her hand and just says, I'm sorry I'm sorry you went through all that. I can't imagine how that must have felt.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Najma. I really appreciate that. And you two keep walking, or the guards are still kind
She
of
does.
following behind you. Yep.
She does kind of lean in again and ask, what beliefs did they kick you out for, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, I mean, like I said, we just had a different set of ideals. Ones that I didn't agree with, traditions and things, and I thought it wasn't fair. So yeah, I left. They made me leave in the end.
How long ago was that when that happened?
Oh, 8 years. I've been in Guaniquia for about 3. Well, no, I've been in Guaniquia since about year 7. I went to Sayasani for a while, but yeah, ended up in Guaniquia.
From all this, Najma assumes that there's something that Nisai is still not wanting to say.
I mean, you can roll a deception check or an insight check.
Yeah, yep, let's give me 1 second here. I do have an insight, right? Yep, let's roll an insight. So, second here, +4. Roll that, son of a bitch. Ooh, I rolled a 15, so 15 plus 4, does that merit anything?
19.
Yes. Yeah, 15 plus 4, 19.
So you almost missed it at first, but I mean you've kind of been on your suspicions for a while, but you kind of see as she's talking to you, her eyes are kind of looking over you every once in a while, kind of very suspiciously, like she's checking on how you're reacting. So there's definitely something suspicious that she's not telling you, and she's trying to make sure that you're buying her story.
Are you buying her malarkey?
It's although Najma, you rolled a 19. So from what you can tell, seems like she's telling you the truth, just maybe not all of the truth. You can tell that there's definitely some details here and there that are not present.
She's a bit nervous to ask, but she tries prodding again.
Okay.
And again, this will probably merit having to roll like a persuasion or something.
Okay.
It's okay. You can tell me what happened between you and your clan.
Oh,
Surely it's more something they did on your end and not you. You don't
yes.
seem like the kind of person to be horrible.
I appreciate that, Najma. Really, I do. It's just I'm sorry. It brings up some really bad memories. It's if you know anything about people from Falcon, it's our clan bonds are really strong. So to have been exiled is a very painful subject. I'm sorry. It's hard to talk about.
All right, I'm sorry to do so. I was just apologies, seeing if there was something I can do.
I really appreciate you, Najma. I really do. And she's gonna turn and give you a hug.
Oh, she's so sweet. She's so nice. Najma hugs her back. My gosh, she's so nice.
All right.
And then I stab her.
In the meantime, girls are talking about talk about shit and hugging it out. In the meantime,
boys causing chaos.
I'm just trying to study like a good bean.
Kopak was just trying to read.
Just trying to get a hold of a book.
I'm going to say it's now about 6:30. Your guards, all of your guards, kind of all at once. Although you in the library aren't really paying attention. You see, but Najma and Isai notice your guards sort of straighten up, eyes widen, and then they kind of say, kind of rush up to you and say, "You guys in the library as well? It seems like your dinners are ready. We've been asked to head back. If you would, please."
Can I take books out, or do they have to stay here?
Typically, you take notes, and books are never allowed to leave libraries. Typically,
if you're asking the guard this, they are going to answer. I apologize. We can't let you take any books. You can take notes if you'd like, but the books must stay in the library.
Okay.
Thank you for your understanding. Shall we?
Do we gotta put the books back?
No, you
Um,
can probably leave them on the table.
oh no. They walk up to one. Kopak, your guard, walks up to the statue and says, "If you would please, the books on that table need to be put away." And the statue kind of walks over to the table and kind of holds out its arms like straight out over the table, and you see this like glowing like white light, and then the books all kind of just poof, and the statue goes with them. And then if you care to hang around about a minute later, the statue reappears with a poof.
Interesting. So I hope my guard's like a Goliath or something, or else I'll feel like really tall compared to them.
Half orc. You have the half orc.
Ah. Okay.
All right. You guys head back. Instead of eating at your rooms, you are escorted to sort of what you seem to be the servants' dining hall. Some of them kind of look at you funny, but you're given food, same fare as everybody else, and you're not in your room. They do keep you at a table by yourselves. But everybody eats. It's like roast something and bread and a little bit of wine for those of you who want it. And cheese and other sorts of things and tomatoes. And then whenever you are done, you are escorted back to your bedrooms and left to your own devices. Idru, your two guards do not leave your side. They, the one who is meditating is still meditating and floating in the air next to you. The other one finds a chair and pulls a book from seemingly out of their pocket and just starts flipping through it. But every time you move, both of them just sort of crack open an eye or look up.
Suddenly he
Just Misty steps away.
disappears.
Look, you
How
proved to
did the
them
guards
that
react to this sudden disappearance?
who?
How do the guards react to the sudden disappearance?
Disappearance of what?
Itachi just
He
disappeared.
left.
Oh, he left?
Yep.
Like the chat? Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
He just fell asleep.
Perfect.
I think he's back.
Oh,
There
there
we
you
go.
go. The guards
So the
are
guards
watching
killed
you.
The guards killed you for leaving.
Yeah.
Good luck. Anywho, nice try. I'm not Varn. This ain't gonna work for me.
They are. You got dinner. They basically are standing over. One of them is meditating.
The same one?
Yeah, same one, levitating and meditating, and the other one pulls up a chair and pulls a book out of their sleeve and starts flipping through it.
Just get naked.
But every time you move, they kind of look up at you.
I constantly flick my tail. The whole time. You're gonna be petty? I can play the petty game.
Okay.
They wrap
You
you like a mummy
guys-
again.
You guys are free to your own devices, except you must stay inside the room. You're free to look over the notes that you took at the library.
going
Najma,
to
did you
start
pick any
ranting.
flowers?
I'm gonna take an hour
Misai
to
picked a
cast
couple of
Find
flowers.
Familiar.
Okay. The second you start casting magic,
It's a ritual spell, so it's me just reading a book for an hour.
okay. If they feel any sort of magic coming from you, they are going to react.
That's fine. In an hour they can react, but at the moment it's me reading a book.
Okay.
Build something.
Yeah.
I'm
Anyway.
going to rant about what I discovered.
Ah,
Okay.
damn it! And I can't turn it off.
Nope.
Oh, this is the worst. I cast deafness blindness with him.
On Varin.
Yes.
Varin, now
Holy.
you are blind and deaf.
Hold on. I don't
You
think
can still
cast
talk.
it because the guards
The guards
are
will be
watching him.
appeased, but that'd be fine. I bet you they would be appeased not to hear you rant for an untold amount
That's
of
not
time.
their orders. Their orders are to keep
So-
you from using
so-
any magic.
You don't know their actual orders. Thank you.
So, you cast a spell on him. Immediately, they from each side they are going to sort of just like appear and grasp a shackle on either one of your wrists, and then basically they're going to tie you to your bed frame. The shackles are basically I've used them. If you remember that one shot we used with the golem, that you guys foolishly woke up. It's basically those shackles, so no magic.
No deck
I'm
save.
going
no
to continue
wisdom
to rant about how since I
So-
discovered the conspiracy of Queen Celeste killing her parents, they have deafened and blinded me, and I'm going to be screaming at the top of my.
It's
Is it a
great because when you're
concentration? Is it a concentration?
actually
Deafness and blindness.
Let me look, because that would be funny if it's not. Because that just means you're deaf and blind, and I can't undo it because I can't cast magic. So you'll be perfect.
That's
be
what I'm
just do
asking.
Fuck you.
Well, I mean, you're the one turning into a fucking infomercial about bullshit.
But I'm right. It makes no sense.
That's what they all say too.
It is not.
Yeah,
It
no,
is
it's just for
not.
the duration.
You are deaf and blind, and you are screaming as loud as you can, but you can't hear what you're saying, so you get progressively louder and louder.
Hold on. Varn does get a con save.
Do you want a con
I?
save, Varn?
Yeah,
I do,
you're gonna
I do.
be deaf
I
and
do
blind
want a
for
con
minute.
save.
Okay.
Okay, well, you gotta beat a 14.
19.
You say you can't?
What?
What'd you say you got?
A 19.
Oh, damn.
Never mind. You're not deaf and blind.
Damn it.
Wait, what's my constitution increase? Okay, it's 1. So I got an 18 plus 1.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sad.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah. And
it's weird.
now I'm gonna look at the guards
Blindness-
and see. Now you gotta deal with this along with me. I'm gonna continue flicking my tail. Just anytime I see that they're not paying attention, I'm gonna flick it.
Also, blindness, deafness only allows you to choose one. Which
Well,
kind of sucks.
he's gonna be deaf. That way he can't understand how loud he is, and maybe he thinks he's screaming and he's whispering. That's a good thing about being deaf and you
You
can't
can-
hear.
Feel the volume of your voice.
Yes, but being deaf, it's really hard telling whether you're speaking loud enough or not. It's like wearing earplugs in a loud environment. You can't tell if you're talking loud enough for somebody else who's wearing earplugs to hear you.
Question: have you ever been deaf?
Close to it, yes.
I have. I had to have ear surgery.
Exactly.
All right. So, you are now in shackles, Varin. You felt magic try to hit you, and you're like, no, I will not be suppressed. And
Making the freaking frogs gay.
yeah, basically, and you guys get a long rest, and that's where we're gonna end the session.
Okay. I do apologize. I have to skedaddle. I have several things to do.
No worries.
Party hard, y'all. And remember, Queen Celeste killed her father.
Thank you for that, Ruby. All right.
I don't know about
Next
that.
time,
Okey-dokey.
how are we feeling about next Sunday, or do we want to do Sunday after?
Sunday after would probably work best for me.
Okay.
Down for whatever.
Personally.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Sunday after next. We'll see you
Yep.
back. And